Hey Canucks fans, I want to talk about which players have thrived and not thrived under new head coach Bruce Boudreau. I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Friday, December the 24th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And as always, this vlog is brought to you by Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video descriptions. And by Van City Experts Real Estate Group. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. I will do my Merry Christmas greeting and shout outs at the very end. But very quickly, Merry Christmas to you and your loved ones. Stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you for the support on this channel. I truly think we have the best Canucks community on YouTube, and you are the major reason for it. So thanks once again. Did a bit of sporadic posting this week, but I will be posting on Sunday. I will be doing my Ask Me Anything vlog, so you can put your questions on my community tab now. I'll collect questions for the next 2 days and come back with a vlog on Sunday. But I'll do a better greeting, a more heartfelt greeting at the very end. Let's get into the topic. We're all excited. The Canucks have won 6 straight under Bruce Boudreau. We wanted them to win 7, 8, 9, 10. They had 4 games postponed. So right now they could be riding a 10-game win streak, but let's not get greedy. They're 6-0 since Boudreau has come on. They're 8-15-2 before that. So now they're 14-15-2, only 1 game under 500. And I thought now would be a good time to look at which players have really thrived in terms of scoring, their point production, and ice time under new coach Bruce Boudreau, and which players maybe have taken a step back, if any. So a couple qualifications. Number one, the Canucks are 6-0. They're scoring more. They're allowing fewer goals. So overall, we should see an uptick in almost every single player, almost. And then the other thing is, I recognize that some of the defenseman stats are a little skewed because Hamnick has been out since Boudreau started. Ekman-larsson missed the first 3 games of Boudreau's tenure, and that means, so with Ekman-larsson out and for half, and then Hamnick hasn't played yet under Boudreau. Hamnick played 2 games, and Ekman-Larsson's played the last 3 games. But then you have guys like Schenn playing more. Hunt was playing more before he got COVID. You have guys like Juleson playing, Breezeball. And then, so I'm going to we got to kind of keep the defense numbers in perspective. But let's get into it. Let's start with the forwards, actually. And from a points per game perspective, and I get it. I know that points per game is not the only teller, but I'm going to talk about points per game and time on ice. So let's talk about the forwards first. No surprise, the 3 forwards that have seen the biggest uptake in their offense are 3 of our top 6. You have Brock Boeser, who had only 10 points in 22 games, and that was a .45 points per game. Under Boudreau, he has 7 points in 6 games. So that rock in 5 goals included in those 7 points. That rockets up to 1.17 points per game. So Boeser has improved it by 0.72 points per game, which is massive. Again, going from 10 in 22 to 7 in 6. So he's the biggest jumper. Then you have JT Miller, who he was doing well. He had 23 points in 25 games, and now he's got another 9 points in 6 games under Boudreau. So that's gone from 0.92 to 1.5 points per game. So he's gone up 0.58 points per game. So another big jump, and JT Miller is still continuing to be our leading scorer, obviously. Another guy that's seen a jump is Bo Horvat, our captain. He went from 13 points in 25 games, so basically 0.52 points per game. He has 6 and 6, so that's exactly 1 point per game. So that's an increase of 0.48 points per game. So you had Boeser going up 0.72, you had JT Miller going up 0.58, you had Bo Horvat going up 0.48. And then one more forward, you might be surprised, Tanner Pearson. He only had 8 points in 25 games now before Boudreau. Now he has 4 points in 6 games under Boudreau. So that's gone from 0.32 points per game to 0.67 points per game. That's an increase of 0.35. So you have Boeser, Miller, Horvat, and Pearson as your biggest gainers in points per game when it comes to the forwards. And then a couple of interesting ones. Elias Pettersson has only he had 12 and 25, and then he has 4 and 6. So he's gone up 0.19 points per game. So that's a bit better. He's 4 and 6. That's not bad. That's a 0.67 points per game. But he only started with 12 and 25 under Travis Green. So Pettersson is still, we've seen, therefore, that's empirical evidence that he's improving, at least in his offensive play, but we still want to see a bit more of offense from PD. And just one defenseman I'll mention, because we don't expect the defenseman to pile up points, but one who has, or at least has continued to put up the points, is Quinn Hughes. He had 20 points in 24 games before Boudreau. He has another 6 assists in 6 games under Boudreau. So doing an awesome season, 26 points in 30 games for Hughes already. And his points per game has actually gone up from 0.83 to 1 when it comes to the difference. So now he's sitting at, that's an increase of 0.17 points per game for him. So overall, so the guys that we expect to increase have, and I named 5 of them. I named Miller, Besser, Horvat, Pearson, Pettersson, 5 forwards, and then Hughes as our defenseman. I'm just thinking about Connor Garland. I'm looking at him. He's actually gone down. He had 18 and 25. Now he has 4 in 6. So still good production, 0.7 points per game. But there's a very small reduction actually in his points per game since Boudreau has come. Nothing to worry about. Let's talk about ice time. This is where it gets really interesting. I'm going to talk about forwards and defensemen here. And remember, for the defensemen, a bit of it was because they were playing so shorthanded. Not only did they have guys out of COVID or injury, but then they were losing guys halfway through games. Pullman only played a period. Breezeball only played a period, so on and so forth. So some big numbers here. Luke Schenn has seen his average ice time go up from 15:09 before Boudreau to 19:21 under Boudreau. So that's an increase of 4 minutes and 12 seconds. That is massive. An increase in 4 minutes for Luke Schenn. That's because he's playing top 4 minutes now with all the injuries. Also, Vasily Podkolzin, his production has stayed about the same, but he's shot up from 11:47 under Green to 15:26 under Boudreau. So that's an increase of over 3.5 minutes. That is big. Also an increase of 3.5 minutes. You have Tyler Myers going from 21:50 under Green to 25:21 under Boudreau. And Myers, I would say, along with Hughes, has been our best defenseman since Boudreau's been here. So it's good to see Myers. So 3.5 minutes increase in ice time for him. Also big increases, you have Jason Dickinson. So here's a big one. Production remains the same, not a lot, but he's gone from 12:38 under Green to 15:30 under Boudreau. So that's big. That's showing that Boudreau is trusting Dickinson more, mostly on, he's played both along Horvat's side on a shutdown line kind of thing. And he's also played a bit at center as well, but an increase of almost 3 minutes for Jason Dickinson. A couple more. Quinn Hughes has seen his ice time go up from 24:19 to 26:25. No surprise given all the defensemen that are out. And then one more increase. Tanner Pearson, he's seen his ice time go from 16 minutes to 17:43. So that's an increase of 1:43. We have some droppers as well, and a couple of them may surprise you. The biggest one, Tyler Mott, he was getting 13:43 under Travis Green, now only getting 10 minutes and 20 seconds under Boudreau. We like to see that Boudreau likes to ride his top 3 lines, and the Canucks also admittedly haven't taken a lot of penalties in the last 6 games. So that's where Tyler Mott would see his ice time go up by a minute or a minute and a half every game, but he's sitting at only 10 minutes and 20 seconds under Boudreau. So that's a decrease of 3 minutes and 23 seconds on average. 2 other droppers, Bo Horvat, 20 minutes and 42 under Green, down to 18:34 under Boudreau. And that's not a bad thing at all, because he's still, as I talked about, he's still being very productive offensively, even increased his production. So this will mean a stronger Horvat down the road, but that's a decrease in 2 minutes. And Pettersson, he had 18:41 under Green, even though some of that was up and down. He's only getting 17:23 under Boudreau, 17:23. And again, that could be also, as I mentioned, both Horvat and Pettersson. I'm thinking the Canucks, not only they haven't taken a lot of penalties, but they haven't drawn a lot of penalties either. There simply hasn't been a lot of special teams play in the 6 games since Boudreau's been here. So maybe that a small contributor to Pettersson's ice time going down by a minute 18. So the biggest dropper was indeed Tyler Mott. The biggest increase was Luke Schenn, Vasily Podkolzin, and Tyler Myers when it came to ice time. So I thought that was interesting as well. Lastly, the goaltenders. Now, not the best comparable, because under Green, Demko had 20 starts and Halak had 6. And now under Boudreau, Demko's had 5 and Halak's only had 1. But all of those mean wins, of course. Let's talk about Demko first. His save percentage has gone up from 908 to 959. Now, that 959 is a little high. He was the NHL Star of the Week 2 weeks ago. And he was awesome in earning his first shutout of the season. But to go from 908 to 959% pretty good. 908's about normal. 959's a little high. That will probably come down to 920, 930, but still, it's nice to see. And his goals against average, 297 under Green, down to 136 under Boudreau. That's just a function of, well, he's playing very well and the team is playing a lot better. You got Halak, who save percentage went from 910 to 870. Now, 870, it's kind of skewed because it's only one game. And same with the goals against average, went up actually from 285 to 302. Again, I'm not going to worry about Halak's numbers because it's only a one-game sample size. So what's my conclusion? My conclusion is, and this isn't rocket science, everyone's playing better under Bruce Boudreau. That's why the team is 6-0. But you see it in the offensive guys like Besser, Miller, and Horvat and Pearson, all increasing their offense. You see it in the time on ice, trusting guys like Podkolzin and then Luke Shen, guys that didn't get a lot of ice time under Travis Green, some by necessity now because of injuries. Still riding Quinn Hughes and Tyler Myers, and then the biggest drop in ice time going to Tyler Mott. So just some numbers I want to throw out there as we talk about how the Canucks have improved under Bruce Boudreau. It's nice to hear the numbers and at least to see them, or at least hear them. I don't put them up on the screen, but at least to hear them and see where it makes sense and where it might be because of circumstance. Canucks fans, put in the comments below, do any of those numbers surprise you? Either the increases or decreases in points per game or time on ice? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think. Shout out to my legendary members of Legend Lucas Gates and legendary Lucas Gates and legendary Andrew Chang. Hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible. Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Carol Bovenlander, and HSM Fangirl Gaming. Thank you for your support and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or my videos on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Thanks to all of you for the support. We released the Boudreau Tell Me song, Marie and Me, on Monday. Got almost 24,000 views on Twitter now, a couple thousand on YouTube. Thank you very much for your support. It was on CBC News yesterday, which is kind of cool. Recorded a couple cameos on Monday. Did a live stream on Wednesday. Thanks to everyone who joined me, where we went through all 10 of my Canucks Christmas carols from the past decade. So that was a lot of fun. And I appreciate all of you that have been reaching out throughout this past week. So I'm not going to record tomorrow on Christmas Day, but I will record on Sunday, Boxing Day, with an Ask Me Anything. So I'll put the call out for questions up on my community page right now. Most importantly, for all of you, thank you for your support as always as we continue to build a wonderful Canucks community here on YouTube. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Yeah, subscribe. Help me get to I'd love to get to 8,500 by the end of this year. So subscribe, like this video, leave a comment down below about these numbers, and become a member or upgrade if you'd like to. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Wishing you a very safe and blessed Christmas. God bless, and go Canucks go.